Kyram. I'm going to be talking about my health, what I learnt from my surgeon, and basically just sort of what we are going to be seeing in the future. I will be putting this on YouTube in case you miss it, or if you're not here. I got some bad news this week. I went to the surgeon. Yo, hello, my heart. How you doing, brother? I went to the surgeon this week and to schedule my surgery. Because those who remember, I went to the surgeon early last year to schedule a surgery. He didn't want to do the operation right away. He wanted me to try some other things first. I got a guided CT injection into my back to block nerves to hopefully, help with the pain. This sadly didn't work. I got a relief for about a day. Hello, Zay Zay. Don't worry. If you miss it, Zay Zay, this will be on YouTube. And so we had the injection and we went to see how it went. I ended up losing a lot of weight. Then my gallbladder failed and I had to get that removed. So that put off surgery. I had all the issues where I couldn't eat food. I still can't eat a lot of food. I can't eat red meat, a lot of other stuff like that. But yeah, basically it came down to the fact things kept putting off my surgery. Little things. We wanted my body and my mind to be as healthy as possible. By the time I had to have surgery, because spinal surgery is a major surgery, and you don't want anything to stunt recovery on that. It's a very intensive process. So I went to the surgeon. He looked at my MRIs, because I had an MRI that day as well before I saw him. They did a dye-injected MRI. And I got probably some of the worst news possible. Surgery is not an option. Compared to my previous scan, my back has not changed in a way that surgery is going to fix anything. So what does that mean? Okay, so I have what's called stenosis. Stenosis, let me look up the spinal stenosis is a condition caused by narrowing of the spinal canal. So basically, I have a narrower spinal canal than most people, which causes my nerves to be more sensitive and more susceptible to pain and injury. So what does this mean? The surgeon told me that spines are a $5 billion a year industry in Australia, full of unnecessary surgeries, risky procedures, things that don't work. It's a bad time. He's seen little old ladies riddled with arthritis, spines munted and fused, who don't have a wink of pain in them. Yet he sees young people in their 20s, physically fit, athletic, no problems with their spine, no medical problems with their spine, and they're in immense physical pain, unable to go about their daily lives. Unfortunately, I'm in the latter category. So you can, even though there's problems with my spine, and you can see a lot of the problems, like you can feel my spine bulge. Like if you touch my spine, Like you can feel the disc protruding, like you can feel it, and on the MRIs you can see the calcification around the discs and stuff. So what that means is I'm permanently disabled. I will never be able to work a proper job in my life because I can't. I can't. It can take me up to 3 hours to get out of bed in the morning. That's how bad my pain is. Like, I don't show it a lot because I've dealt with it for so long. I've lived with it. I know how to mask it. But when it's hurting and it's really hurting, I'm down hard. And that's what chronic pain is. You have no control over it. You have no timing over it. It just decides when it's going to come, and it fucks you hard. So the things that I want to do to try to improve my lifestyle, I want to lose at least another 20 kilos. About 28 kilos actually. I want to get to 70 kilos because having less weight on me is going to be less pressure on my narrow spine. And obviously I've got to keep doing my exercises and building the strength and core muscles around that to support myself. That's the reason why I haven't been around this week. That's the reason there's been no episodes, there's been nothing. Because as you can imagine, this news hit me fucking hard. It hit me very hard. You go 2 years of your life expecting a fix to come. The end goal's in sight. You can see things are going to get better, and you think, oh my god, my quality of life's going to improve. It's going to be amazing, and then just to be told, oh, the thing that you've been paying for, your health insurance, all this stuff, is actually useless because it's not really going to fix anything. And I trust this doctor very much. He's been recommended by my family doctor, and I trust him because he doesn't do spinal fusions. Spinal fusion is a hoax. Spinal fusion doesn't work. It's a procedure that is stupidly risky for virtually no benefits, and he is dead set against them. He is against operating when he doesn't need to. And a lot of surgeons won't do that. A lot of surgeons are just like, yeah, we'll give you an operation. And a lot of patients will push surgery too because they think that's going to improve their quality of life. And then it doesn't. And that's the sad thing. So I've been dealing with that. There's going to be no new episodes this week. I'm going to take the rest of the week off just to sort of gel in a mental state. Because something else he told me as well, he said depression can affect my spine and body a lot. And I've felt it because I've been very down and depressed over the last month or so. And it just intensifies the fucking pain. Like, at the end of the day, I'm not dying. I'm not gonna be paralyzed. Well, as of yet, that's the thing is that he said my spine is not deteriorating in a way that medically they can see it. I mean, one day I might wake up and just not be able to walk. Like, that's a fact. But for the moment, I shouldn't have that fear. I should just go about my daily life. And something I asked him was, what can I do really with this situation? Because I can't really live a life at the moment. If I go out to the shops, walking for 10 to 20 minutes at the shops, I'm done for the day. I'm exhausted. I have to sleep. Like, that's how much the pain knocks me out of it. So physically, that's sort of where I am right now. Physically, health side. Mentally, I haven't been the best either. For a number of reasons. I've always had anxiety, and I've always had problems with anxiety, especially when it comes to socialness with family and extended family. And for a long time, I have been basically nearly imprisoned in my house, for a better or less way to sum it up. So my house is pretty much my sanctuary, and you people who know who suffer chronic pain and are trapped at home a lot, people know how bad mentally that can be for you. And recent like recently I haven't been in the best mental state, and it's got worse. You might have seen me do an in real life stream a bit. I think last week or the week before, where I went to the beach. I actually left the house at like 11 p.m. at night. I went to the beach at like 1 a.m. in the morning because of how bad mentally I was feeling. I just had a breakdown. I had a tense burst of anxiety and anger, and just I needed to get out of the house. And you know, recently my girlfriend's family's moved up to Queensland with us, and her mother's been staying with us. She's a lovely lady. I love her to death, but I have a lot of social anxiety and problems having an extra person in the house. It doesn't matter who it is. It doesn't matter if it's family. It doesn't matter if it was Gabe. If Gabe was staying here for 2 weeks, I would start getting intense social anxiety. It's just the way my mind operates. And so that hasn't helped either. I went to the doctor. I told him about all this. We've switched my medications. I'm on a new antidepressant now, called Prestique, I think. And so far, it has been doing wonders for my mental health. Like, it has staved off the anxiety hard, and I'm a bit more functional again. This week, apart from the physicalness of my injuries, my mental state has been a lot better this week. And that's a good thing. Never ever be afraid to talk to me about mental health. If you want to message me and saying you're having a hard time, I will always respond to you in the best manner I can. I might be knocked out from painkillers or something, but I will get to you when I can. And that's what this community is about, and why I started this. Is started as an outlet to talk to people, to get people happy and all that sort of stuff. I have got a second opinion. They've said the same thing, dude. Sadly, the way my spine is, there's nothing that's gonna fix it. Because medically, I should not be in the amount of pain I am. Medically, I should not be impeded as much as I am. But I am, and that's just how spines work. Was I saying? Oh, I can't even remember now. So that's kind of where we're at right now with health and depression. So what that's got to say. No worries, Marty. Take care. CCon, trust me. The last 5 years have been a no. Don't be sorry to interrupt. Don't be sorry. This is a stream. This is how we work. You are free to comment at any time. I can choose to ignore your comment if I want. Like that's I like the discussion. The last 5 years has been, a whirlwind of doctors, surgeons, specialists, that sort of stuff. So I'm no stranger to that sort of shit, to getting many different opinions and seeking out advice and stuff. So moving on. The future of Keep It Classy. So, as I build my health, I build my mental state, and got on the path of success, I will be pushing my content harder than ever before, because this is becoming my job. It's already been my job for a long time, but it's now going to be my job more than ever. So what does that mean exactly? Well, episode-wise, things aren't really going to change. We're still going to have 5-day-a-week uploads Monday to Friday. Still going to have 2 podcasts a month. The board game had to go on hold, unfortunately, because of my back and because we had people staying with us, so the house isn't as accessible to do a lot of things out in the open and stuff. However, in lieu of that, we'll be doing virtual board games in the meantime till we can do physical and get all the stuff set up. So expect to see virtual Monopoly and shit. No, Gabe will not be solo streaming. No. I still will be streaming myself. The streaming is my aspect. The streaming is my home. Like that's mine, and I'm very, very possessive of that because that's my corner. That's what I've carved out, and I want to expand that and keep doing that. The Patreon rewards, I'm very excited because they're coming up to the time to be able to start doing the t-shirts and stuff, and I've started designing those, and I'm really, really excited about those. I'm excited to expand our community and push it further than before. I want to bring back our community play days. I want to just... I want this to work. I really want this to work. And so far, the support from you guys has been more than I thought ever possible. You have allowed me to live a semblance of a normal life without fear of not being able to pay my rent, not being able to put food on the table. It's not the lifestyle that I used to have. I don't earn a lot of money per week anymore, but I can live. I can get by without fear, and that is the biggest gift that of all that you could have ever given us. And I am thankful for every single person who has watched our video, donated any amount of money, retweeted us, just watched our streams, anything. Because it's not easy. It's damn not easy. People think that you just sit down and press a button and then suddenly there's content. It doesn't work like that. Hours of editing go into sound editing to make sure the videos work and get uploaded proper bit rates and stuff like that. It's just, some days I slip up and I fuck up the audio and stuff, and that's because I'm in pain. That's because, I'm human. Everyone makes mistakes. But I try my best to have the most quality content we can have possible. A lot of people upset we don't do full gameplay throughs anymore, but the truth is we can't. We can't do those with the way my back is. We can't, and the way Gabe is with recording. Gabe can't do long records. Gabe gets very exhausted for some bizarre fucking reason playing video games, like talking for 2 hours straight, and he needs to take a break. So long plays aren't super viable for us because Gabriel's a little bitch. And also, the drop-off is hard on the YouTube numbers. After 2 to 3 episodes, it goes from 2,000 plus views to 1,000 views. It's not worth my time and effort. One-off videos are much stronger categories, and that's why we've stuck to that stuff more. We've only got very small precious time in this world, and I'd rather entertain more people than entertain the fewer who hope for long plays. I hope one day we can get to a point that we can do longer plays and stuff like that as well. But it's just not what the majority watch.
I have to put up with a lot in this job,
being
Guardian.
A very small
you
YouTuber
make it all worth it.
/ streamer.
All the best, dude.
If I could stop dropping frames, that'd be fantastic. We have to chase those numbers. We have to chase those numbers because it's just, you know, it's just that's how it is. So, Brosy, thank you for the $15. That fucked my frames for some reason. I don't know. It's probably because I have the camera full screen. I turn off my alerts for the moment. Thank you, bro. I appreciate you. Thank you. Um, yeah, it's weird when people like say they watch for the gameplay because we're not a very gameplay centric channel. You know, it's a lot of games we play are not my forte. I'm a very competitive FPS player, you know, strong MMO background, that sort of stuff. Single player adventure games, fighting games. A lot of the stuff we play is completely out of my league. Same with Gabe. And if you're watching for gameplay, fuck me, there's many better choices on the internet than us. um, so yeah. So currently, I cannot get disability from the government because the disability for the government is a very small amount. My household earns too much money. And I want to let you know that it's not even that much. Like for the limit, it was ridiculous. Yet if you're a single parent or a de facto popping out children, they just flood you with money. It's ridiculous. And I get it, they're children. You want them to have good lifestyles and stuff. But at the same time, these parents are buying big screen TVs and other shit. So it's a bit of a mess. The government system is a bit of a mess. So it sucks, but that's what it is. It's the hand I was dealt with, and it's the hand that I will take and I will play. It's all I got. So, speaking of kids, we actually do. My partner and I are going to probably try for our first child this year. It will be my second child and her first. So I'm hoping to get to a point where my back is strong enough that can be a reality. So I just need to work really hard on building the strength, building my mentalness, and just getting there. The Michael Chiklis car was an amazing thing. Um, I'm very happy about those episodes. They were, I think they were some of our best, personally. Um, Streaming wise, I want to have a more concrete sort of schedule. I'd really like to do different sort of games on different days. Like I'm really keen on playing probably Dauntless / Monster Hunters on Monday. If I do night streams, they're probably going to be Apex Legends. Because I am grinding that game and I really want to be good at it. It's the first BR I've really cared about. I've got Far Cry. With my allowance this month, I allow myself a little allowance to buy a game each month. With my allowance this month, I bought Far Cry New Dawn, so I'll probably be playing that through on stream. So if you're a fan of Far Cry like I am, that's going to be a fun time. I'd like to get Metro at one point, although Metro is very, very expensive, so it'll probably be a while before I get that. it's hard. It's hard being poor when there's so many awesome games coming out and you have bills to pay and other things. You know, priorities. Destiny's taken a little bit of a back seat for now. I've been playing a lot of Anthem and Apex. Apex and Anthem are pretty much what I've been playing. I've been looking at getting into Elder Scrolls Online because I've got a bit of a itch to scratch for an MMO. Look, Destiny took a back seat just because there's not a lot to do in it right now. There's other games out, like so you can wait 2 weeks and all the games go on half price. Not in Australia, not in Australia, especially not newer PC games. So yeah, it's I'm enjoying playing games again. I'm really enjoying playing games again because I'm coming in with a very positive mindset, and games are my buffer again, and that's really fun to me. I started losing love for video games at one point, and that's a hard point to be. That's a hard point to be, really hard point to be at, because of the negativity of the gaming industry as a whole is awful. And I'm going to try to push away from that. I want to start writing video game reviews. I want to start doing articles. You know, I want to, in our same, as always, no bullshit style, I want to tell you how it is. And I've actually been writing I've been writing a Destiny TV series as well. If you like the lore of Destiny, or if you like sci-fi, I hope you find it interesting when I finally bring it out. There's a lot of work going into it. I'm going to be building custom things in Adobe Premiere for it. This is basically my brainchild right now, and I'm hoping it's going to be really good. It's not going to follow Destiny lore. It's going to be me telling my own stories within the Destiny universe and interpreting it how I see it. So, even if you don't like Destiny, I hope it's really cool and you enjoy it. Brosy, are you awake enough to play some Destiny with me right now? Thank you, Kadem. Thank you for stopping by. It's a pleasure. Thank you for being here. I just want to do a few Crimson Day things before it ends. I haven't done any of it. So I just need to basically do a few things to get stuff. I'm not going for the shell. I'm not going to be touching PvP. I basically just am going to be doing the Nightfall stuff and some of the, what are they called? Bounties? And yeah, I just want to do the Nightfall stuff. I just want to get enough to buy the stuff from Shaxx. No, Stigmatic. In my story, my ghosts will not be either Nolan North or Peter Dinklage. I'll be writing my own lines for the ghosts. I'll be writing my own lines for the stories and stuff. So yeah, I'm going to be playing about an hour of Destiny, about an hour or two of Destiny now. Then I'll probably be playing maybe some Anthem and possibly some Apex tonight with Lift when he jumps on. I'm not sure as of yet. But yes, Gary Busey is the ghost. Oh, that would be amazing. Sadly, I want to write my own lines, so I don't think Gary Busey would be a choice. I don't think he'd play ball with me. If he did, that would be amazing. I'd like my ghost to be voiced by Danny DeVito. That's my fucking. If I could pay $20 to get a ghost for Danny DeVito, I would pay that in a heartbeat. Again, if you missed this talk, it's going to be up on YouTube. And, you know, thank you. Like, just thank you. Oni is the ghost. Oh, dude, that would be a dream come true. If it gets big enough, maybe I can maybe I can pressure him into doing it. I love Oni. I'd love to be Chris. Like, I wouldn't love to be Chris. Sorry, I'd love to meet Chris. I'd love to have him as a friend. He seems like the kind of dude who's completely up my alley. Thanks, my heart. Thanks. I haven't been alright this week. This week's been a struggle, but you know, I've got some very good friends that I play video games with, and I've been having a lot of fun playing Apex and Anthem with my friends. So I'm very, very, very appreciative of all that I have in this world, because some people don't have a lot. It could be worse. Could be much worse. Yo, Silver, how you doing, brother? Oh, well, everything's turned off there. There I am. There I am. Here I come to save the day. Like, you guys are fucking my family. You, like, never forget that. The Keep It Classy Discord is a safe space and haven for all the people of this community. There's some fucking amazing people in there. Blues, Cobes, you know, you guys are standouts, and you've brought me many nights of joy when I can't sleep and in pain. Matt's always very helpful and talkative to everyone. Tears, always such an amazing person. I love talking with Silver, love talking with Lost. I love talking with all of you. Like, you guys are fucking amazing. And honestly, I can't stop talking about how amazing you guys are. Honestly, if my mum ever asks about my career, about what I do for work, you know, how much money I make, I tell her I don't make much, but holy shit, my community is the best in the world. They've helped me be a better person. They've helped me get over my anger issues. They've helped me leave a lot of the toxicity I had in earlier days, because fuck me. Like, I look back at my early days in streaming and cringe. You know, I was a very hateful person from times. And I want to try to move past that. So, thank you, each and every one of you. Now, let's play some goddamn video games. Forget about our troubles. We are number one. Hey. I'm going to be switch microphones so I can actually hear the game sound. So you're going to get a shittier microphone. The next thing I need to buy eventually is a amplifier that's not mono. So the amplifier we use for our headsets is currently mono, because stereo amplifiers for headsets are very fucking hard to do. They're very hard to find. I finally found one though, so currently if I play with this headset, I get sound in only one ear, which is no good for me. No good